I'm gonna say, what it do?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? What's happening? Welcome, welcome. Finally to another edition of Politics.
You see, have y'all noticed I ain't seen that yet, right? So I'm
Look,
just going.
we want a bye week. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
agreed on. We were on a bye week. Everybody gets a bye week. All the sports do, so hell, we do too. But yeah, we was on bye week last week. But welcome to another edition of Our Take. I am your host. Y'all know who I am, Farrah, hostess with the mostest. And I got my boy over here. Let me give me some
Get
Pepsi.
guess who's back? Oh, women, that's both of us. So we're back. We're back. So let's do this thing.
Oh boy, yeah, we are back. Had some issues going on. Neither one of us could take fault of take fault in, but I'm gonna say we won about a week, but let's say thankfully I'm here. But now I had some health issues. Everybody need to make sure they get themselves checked and know what their status is. You know, your blood pressure, all that stuff, just cholesterol, anything, vitamin D. Some of y'all don't go outside because you work virtually. So get some sun, get some sun. So definitely keep up with all those things. That's my little tidbit on it. Making sure you make it over 50.
Well, I've already made it over 50, so I'm good in that conversation. Thank you very much. And let's make sure we make it over 70. You can keep 50 if you want to. I'm going for 70, 80. I'm taking the ticket to the house. 80, 85, 90, we doing this thing. But yes, make sure you get yourself checked out because you can go for one thing and you find out you got 17 other things, boy. You just don't want that to happen. You just don't want.
Really? All this is from that fall from a few weeks ago, y'all. The Lord will tell you things however He needs to. Okay, but
Amen.
you gotta listen. But we got a bunch of stuff to go over. Want to make sure. See, it's been like 2 weeks. I feel like, how's your life, man? How things going?
Everything is going all right over here. Nobody's doing anything. I had to go to the office today. That's not one of them things I love doing. Look at my face now. So I don't love doing it. But as you say, you got to get some vitamin D. So the head got a little extra shine today because the sun was out. And he got a little something on his head. So yeah. But other
Yeah.
than that, it's been quiet and over on this side. What about you? Other than this weekend, we're gonna take that weekend out and play. What other than this
Nothing.
weekend?
Absolutely nothing. Actually, I did shout out to. I had to celebrate my friend Floyd. His birthday was Friday, so I was able to celebrate his funky 40th birthday. So
Mm,
shout out to Floyd. Happy birthday belated. And it was my my university's university reunion. UNCG, go Spartans. They did what they had to do. The Qs. Y'all done brought them cigar bar out there and stuff, the lounge, and yeah, y'all do too much. Yeah, I love it though. I love it. Yeah.
shout out to the
Uh,
bros.
yeah, shout out to your bros out in North Carolina, the Greensboro Triad area. I mean, and it's you gotta think all the black universities are there. So we're back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Winston-Salem State this weekend. The Central's going on. Just get on 40 and ride, man, and have party clothes.
Well, I want to shout out on the younger tip. Last weekend was the 35th reunion of my high school graduation. I didn't make it, but I saw some pictures and I saw some old heads that I hadn't seen in a while, and very disappointed that I didn't go. But it looks like they had a good time, and I'm definitely gonna catch the next one. I guess the next one is 40. I guess we going by fives now. So the
Yeah,
Bibles
we
on
do
me
it
there.
every damn year. As many people done died in my class. We discuss it with the yearly situation, just get together, we near the beach and stuff like that. So
So yeah, congratulations! Everybody showed up. Good weekend. I'm glad you're still there. I'm still here. So if y'all didn't see me, y'all come to the podcast, and I'm right here for y'all. 35. I'm still in it. So let's do this.
still here. Jody, I appreciate you joining. What's happening? The host of Against the Grain. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. Usually on the 7 p.m. So y'all keep that in mind any given day. Make sure you check him out Against the Grain. But yeah, I'm just glad to be here, man. Have another chance at getting it right. But Terrell, appreciate you joining, Chica.
What up, T? I
You
went to the
coming
store
down?
and I found them things in the store, but I mean, you may need to bring some. I have to hook you out with some things now. You know, we country, we try to hook up for Thanksgiving. You try to get the
You were
the
supposed
menu
to
ready.
input me in on some certain things from your sister a while ago, but
Listen,
I was paying for shipping and everything.
my fault. Listen,
I mean, we could do Apple, we could do bartering and shit. I'll get some sweets for your Thanksgiving.
listen. I would give you her number, but y'all start talking, and boy, she don't know how to stop talking. But that's a family thing. So
I know how to find it, so I ain't gonna worry about it. But
true.
but we gonna get on into it. We got a good little bit of NFL. We got a little bit of college football. We even got a little bit of MLB, and hell, I think the NBA might even be back today. So it's a little bit of shakeups and everything.
In fact,
What's up?
I'm watching Houston versus Oklahoma City on NBC right now, and
Yeah,
I
they
real
started 7:30 at seven.
and I realized one thing.
What?
I did not miss the NBA at all. I didn't get a chance to miss it. Didn't the championship
We're gonna
end two
give it a
weeks
chance.
ago?
We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it right now. You're gonna give it a chance.
Oh,
But we're gonna jump on into it. CFB. CFB. That's all we got. College football AP top 25 was released. What say you take to the T?
well, there was a couple of upsets. Miami lost this past week, and
Uh,
you know a few other things that happened. I see Vandy done jumped in the top 10. What
what?
y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Indiana at number 2. You didn't say nothing.
No, I no. In fact, the big 400 conference got the number one and number two teams in the nation. I mean,
Y'all want to keep hollering big. Y'all want to call it SEC. I better pay attention.
uh,
Don't take for one team.
before you finish that statement, SEC got five of the top 10. Five of the
And
top 10.
it
You
don't
look at
take but
it.
one to be. And right now, it ain't looking like none of those top 5 will win the dang gum whole championship. Not in my eyes, as of
You
yet.
get- Well, you know you're a Bama fan. You're a closet Bama fan. So I mean, we know what's gonna happen in there. We ain't gonna talk about it. But again, I like the spread. I like to seeing the Virginias and the Louisvilles and the Vandies. I like the different teams, the Cincinnati's. You know,
I'm just
and
glad that you sitting at 13. I'm just thankful after our loss and all that we got material back. I'm just thankful we didn't drop just too much. So I'm good with our placement.
well, I'm not going to talk about Oklahoma because they did have a victory this weekend, and I meant to call you and say congratulations. I didn't talk to you because
So
we all on our deathbed now. But I'm just I just didn't want to bother nobody. But my Gamecocks took that L from Oklahoma this
at
weekend. She
least you
couldn't even
scored
talk
a
to us.
touchdown. At least you scored a touchdown. You got
Y'all did last year on us, so we good. We done split it. We done split the series 1-1, so we see how that goes. But I would congratulate you now that you're healthy and that you won. So I took that L and I'm gonna walk away with it. That's all.
well, I'm glad you did. And your sister did say you found them things. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh,
Drug transactions on that.
now we country. We talk about finding them chitlins, boy. For that, we just as
Man,
country
that's
as we want
even
to be.
worse. That's even worse. Any,
See what I'm
oh
saying?
my, that's even worse. So,
No, don't get mad.
oh man, let's see. So let me see what we got up next. So we had a couple of games.
Yeah, let's
There,
talk about it.
Louisville and Miami.
So it seemed like it was 16 days ago since this game happened because it was a
It,
Friday. It was a Friday night, but
it was.
but your boy Carson Beck, that's his name, looked horrible. Threw 4 interceptions, including the one when they were in field goal range and could tie the game at the end of the game. He looked.
He showed us why we can't we couldn't believe completely in what we've been seeing this year. He
He,
reminded us.
he thought he was at Georgia again and didn't have any wide receivers, so he thought throwing to anybody in the red again. So he was used to that Georgia uniform, and I guess Louisville had the red helmet, so he thought he was there. But
Yeah, it's
so that number two behind Miami has disappeared. They didn't fall too far because Louisville is not a bad team. In fact, I think Louisville is in the top 25 right now. But
now they are.
hamburger, cheeseburger, as long as you as long as they get it there. And but it was a tough loss, and it was a bad loss because they lost at home. And like I said, Beck looked bad, but I know they can bounce back because they play in that powerful ACC. They got to beat somebody like either Georgia Tech or Virginia to win the conference. My fault. I'm not going to talk about it. Sorry.
Kick your ass out the barbershop, man. That ain't funny, but it's so funny. Well, tell me how you really feel. But yeah, Beck showed us who he was, but I don't think his stock dropped too much because it ain't really rose. But we'll see how they, withstand this loss and keep it moving. So, like you said, it ain't like they got this long schedule. So, even at number 2 and they lose one more, they still probably in the damn top 5. So, they'll be all right.
Yes.
That damn Georgia and Ole Miss game, though, baby. Okay.
Oh, listen, that was a very good game and possibly the swan song of the head coach of Ole Miss. And that's a little hint because Florida fired their head coach and they trying to get Kate Kiffin to come to Florida now. Before we even get to this game, I don't know, going from Mississippi to Florida is a step up. I think it's the same. It's the same thing. You either live in Florida with whatever, or you live in Mississippi, whatever. But either way, how it works. But the game itself, I didn't think Georgia had the skills to get to 43 points, but they did. I just have not been paying attention to it. But they did play a good game and they beat Mississippi. So congratulations to Georgia. And yes, SEC football. This was the first week that there was actually 8 or 9 SEC games. Every team played another SEC game. I mean, team. That's the first time in whatever that ever happened. Excuse me?
Damn 25 is the SEC conference, so it's bound to happen. It's going to be a few more weeks like this. Sad enough. But Paul said the 15 people that were there were booing. I guess he's saying big. That's what I was laughing at earlier. Like, oh my God.
Well, there had to be more than 15 because it was nighttime in Miami and you couldn't be on the beach. So unless you were at the club and it was too early to be at the club, you couldn't go to the game. So it might have been 25 people, I'm thinking. And just as many that went to see Tennessee play this weekend. The Titans. But I'm going to leave that alone. Good day, mate. How you doing, Mr. Coulter? I'm just not going to start today. My fault.
You just did, but I'm going to digress.
No, the reason why I had to take that shot because on Saturday they knew we were down and we were out. We weren't doing it, and they were taking shot after shot after shot at us for real. You know what I'm saying? So I told them I
didn't come on till later, so I didn't really get. And then I was in and out because I was laying down. So, yeah. So thank you for taking up for us. Paul,
thank
you. Have to go to counseling or something. I know I ain't do it. He side eyeing you. Right, definitely me. But Ole Miss and Georgia, I think I felt like they was going to win this game. Georgia, it's just a robbery, I guess you would say, but it is an SEC. But damn them, Alabama, Tennessee. I was rooting so hard for Tennessee, I couldn't see straight. But Tide always damn road. Man.
Listen, this is the pull your cigar out bowl. Whoever wins gets to pull a cigar and start smoking, whatever that situation is. But I think Bama has found their stride. They think they found their quarterback, and that system works perfect for them. And they are right now, if I have to say it, probably the best team in the SEC right now. Even though I think Texas A&M may be ranked higher, but nobody believes in Texas A&M. Nobody.
Who's the best in the country?
Oh. Wow. Oh, wow. Ohio State. There's no question. Ohio State is the best team in the country.
And they win the conference.
In that big WAC conference they play, that big whatever conference they're in, Ohio State is the best team in that conference right now. So,
okay, but Paul, he made up. He said he loved us.
No, he said y'all, but I think that y'all got a little slant to you. But I'm gonna leave that alone. And so, but yes, Bama did beat Tennessee in a game that I thought was gonna be closer, but Bama dominated the whole time and looked good doing it. Bama got a tough game this weekend, but we'll talk about that at another time. We'll see what happens.
I think it's gonna work too well for them, but we'll see. But Arizona State with the upset. Okay, they took down Texas Tech. Texas Tech, they didn't drop too much, but yeah, they went down even without Scatterboo.
Well, Texas Tech, as we used to say in the hood, they shitted the bread. They came back and took the lead and then let Arizona State score in the last few seconds of the game. And y'all supposed to be known for your defense, and y'all didn't stop. That sounds familiar about my teams this week. But you had a chance to win the game. You didn't stop them, and you lost the game. I felt bad for Texas Tech because they did everything they could to come back. And they did, and took that lead in the last minute or so, and still lost. So
we'll take that L early. This is one of those good losses I told you about. You're gonna learn from it. You're gonna lose now. We ain't got time for that shit later. So, and it wasn't a bad loss. This was a good win. I mean, a good loss. Come on, Saturday, tell you a public invitation. Oh shit,
All right, I'm gonna have to pop in on the show. You know, the
Mhm.
extra point. I'm gonna have to pop in on there and defend the team. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Since you said they talking trash, and you said go ahead now, go do what you do.
I'm gonna
Trust me,
have
I
to.
done had to do it. I ain't got the strength. I ain't got the strength. But let's see what's his Notre Dame and USC.
Isn't that the same USC team that?
Actually, you know, I don't even have a picture of them. I don't even care about the game, but I'm moving to this one. I'll come back to
Yeah,
that.
I
This
was,
one.
all I was gonna
My
say is
bad.
that the same USC team that beat Michigan a couple of weeks. Oh, go ahead. But
Yeah. Ain't think about them right now. I came in this picture. I didn't mean to, but I'd rather talk about this. We'll come back. We'll come back. It's okay. This our team right here. I'm trying to tell you. They gonna
y'all
win the
team,
SEC.
who's the same our team? I
You
don't
know
know.
they can win the SEC?
No, I think the schedule's gonna probably get a little harder for them anyway. But I love to see Vandy, the underdog, do whatever they need to do. I don't have any issue with this, even if they make the playoffs. I'm like, go Vandy. That I mean, in other words, this is one of the
Well,
teams
they
nobody
gonna
can
make
hate.
the playoffs. I mean, let's say just have a 5-6 game skid.
Like I said, this is just a team that nobody can hate. Nobody can say they're fans of, but nobody can hate either.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So nobody can
Exactly.
jump in and say, I've been a Vandy fan all my life. Nah, shut it up. You know?
Anchor down, CFP.
Yeah, but listen, don't let that anchor take you down. But go Vandy! Congratulations, you beat LSU at the crib. Good job, man. That was a great game too.
Oh, he said he think game day is there this week.
Oh my God! Well, they need to go to
I
Nashville.
mean, why
Nashville's a
not?
party place. Nashville's a good
Right?
place to hang out.
I'm like, well, now what's wrong with Vandy? Now, okay, let me go back up here. It was Notre Dame and USC.
No, Notre Dame. The game wasn't even this close. It shouldn't have been this close.
No.
And those running backs from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love. Oh my gosh, he put on a show, an absolute show. On Saturday night against USC, and it's USC team that came off a big victory over Michigan the week before, so they came in there hot, thinking they were something. But I'm just saying, Notre Dame is going to be in the CFP.
Oh yeah,
They've
they
lost
are.
their 2 games. They ain't losing no more this year. It's over. The schedule's easy enough. They gonna walk through now. But can they win it all? That are they good enough to win it all is the question.
Well, I haven't looked at their schedule. I doubt. I don't foresee them winning at all. I think they're gonna make their fans very upset. You know, like a Michigan or something. But I don't think that was just a joke. I'm joking. I had to throw in that late ball. I was just joking. I'm just joking. But I don't think they can run the board. I don't think they can run the board. I think
Let's
they
look. Let's look at the schedule. So the rest of the schedule, they play Boston College,
win.
Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford. So this, in other words, they done ran the table without even playing it.
It ain't even an upset. I can't even say an upset in that.
No,
Anything can happen, but I don't see an upset at all on it. So I definitely don't see that. But we'll see how that goes. Now, what did you think about? Did you watch Minnesota and Nebraska? And
this, it,
because it was so lopsided. Like, are you serious right now?
and I think this was Nebraska's homecoming. They took that well.
They was
That,
throwing corn on the field.
but I'm gonna say, I didn't watch this. No, I didn't even know it existed. No, the only reason I even paid attention to the name Nebraska last week is because the head coach is in the consideration for the Penn State job because he's a Penn State grad. His best friend is the athletic director of Penn State. That's the only reason. And then he laid an egg on homecoming against Minnesota and then won another job. You can't, no, bro. Stay where you at and build this program. This is what you need to do.
Please, I know y'all like Washington and lost y'all money. Go, but if I had to bet it, I would have bet it on Washington and I would have lost my money. But I don't bet.
I, that's what. That's one of them games I didn't even remember it was on. You know what I'm saying? Until it was like, oh, they're playing. That's one of them situations for me. I'm sorry, but go blue,
I'm
go
not gonna
blue.
disrespect you like that, Paulo. They're a good team.
Mm-mm.
Texas A&M and Arkansas. Why the hell did they let Arkansas almost beat them?
Listen, that was a good game. Now
It
you
really
got to
was.
remember, Arkansas got Bobby Petrino back as the head coach. And if you know anything about that, he used to have that running gun in Louisville, and he used to do it in Arkansas. He can score some points. He can flip an offense down. They can't stop nothing, but they can play. I mean, they can score, and I loved it. I love the new Arkansas, but heck, A&M is a top 5, top 2 team in the nation right now. They're on that roll, and I want to see how long they can keep that roll going. So
Yeah, they're gonna get some maybe some NIL deals, some portal stuff coming out. You never know. But then we had UAB.
now this is a upset because Memphis was, I think, undefeated at the one time, and UAB just fired their head coach. So they had an interim head coach coaching this game, and they pulled off this upset. That's what college football is about. Because you can't name anybody on UAB. In fact, the only person you can name is Trent Dilfer, who they fired.
All I know is like, why the hell y'all beat a ranked team? That's all I needed to know. UAB, okay. Dude. So yeah, some upsets happened this past weekend. Clearly,
but before you move on, the man said, "Man, South Carolina was on BET Jazz. That's the station where the game was on. Now that's some cold stuff right there. That is some cold. We played Oklahoma, so that means Oklahoma's on BET Jazz too.
Hey, look, they trying to get some stuff out here and let people watch their station too. What's wrong with that? Memphis sold horrible false on the CFB.
That was horrible. But before we move up to football, and I don't know if you had this, and I don't know much, but you can just, I don't know what that subject's about. But there was a player in a Division III football game, running back, who had 20 rushes for over 522 yards and 7 touchdowns. Did you see that?
Was anybody on the field? Was he out there playing against a Pop Warner team or something like
that? It did not matter. I think he had in one quarter, he had 4 touchdowns and one over 50 yards, and 2 of them were over 80 yards or something like that. There was nobody out there doing it. It was like you running sprints by yourself. Unbelievable. He broke the record for most yards in a football game, running yards in a football game. It was unbelievable. Wow. So
kudos to him. Glad you shouted him out because that is absolutely crazy. Yeah, that part. Moving on over to the big boys. Let's see what's going on over here. What Paul talking about? Would y'all fire the DC for that?
They don't have a DC. That's why he can do that.
They got one coach. Paul, why are you playing?
It's Division III. They got one coach. What's wrong with you, man? He was doing everything.
He recruits. All that. He washed their clothes.
He cut the grass on the field. He does everything at the port school. So
he did. You didn't get paid for this job.
Dude, listen, you can't fire that dude. Mm-mm. You need the school janitor. Why are you gonna fire that dude, man? For real. No, don't do that.
He coached basketball too.
Yes. Shoot, man, I want his job. He got 400 jobs. The new Jamaican. You know he got 400 jobs.
$32,000 a year. Coach all the men's sports.
With 4 kids and a wife, probably trying to live off that 32. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Okay, we're moving on. But you know, I had one more thing I did. Was you talking about firing somebody?
Now, last Saturday on the Extra Point, they asked the question: is Penn State a top 5 job? And they asked the question, and I couldn't get in there fired quick enough because my answer is they're a top 10 job. So yes. So the question is Florida now a top 5 job? Would you want the Florida job?
If I had to clear this down, you know what? Anybody can take another head coach job and worry about what's there. Because you get rid of everybody you want to, and then you go to NIL and just do what you do.
But my question, okay, so I agree. Florida has a lot of money. The NIL, Florida has a lot of money. But he had a lot of money. He hadn't been doing anything, recruiting and winning. So now we got the Penn State job open. We got the Florida job open. We got the Arkansas job open. We still got the Virginia Tech and the UCLA job open. You know, all these jobs, who, what, when, and where. What's the best job out of those that are out there? Which one is the best job?
I think recruitment wise, Florida. I would say Florida. Maybe not even. I wouldn't even put Penn State over Florida. Maybe for You can't even put it over for legacy and winning. Florida's just a bigger school. When you talk about the NBA, you're talking about being in the good networks in the good areas and stuff. I don't know. I would say Florida. I really would.
Well, it's tough. And the reason I say it's tough because if you
Oh,
take the Penn State job, you got a built-in 10 wins, and then you got to beat Oregon, Ohio State, or Michigan. You got to beat one of the three.
but a good coach wants that challenge. A good coach wants that environment.
But here's the question: is that a better challenge? And now you're in the mighty SEC, where you're gonna have to play all these suckers in, and of course the
Good
nine
coach
team
don't carry
schedule
moment.
now. So
Bring,
which one would you
bring it.
want?
They would say, bring it. I'm going to the SEC. I'm going to Florida.
The question, the answer should have been Florida in the first place because I don't want the cold. It's either gonna be cold in Penn State or warm in Florida. My happy tail down there in
Said
Florida on the
Florida
beach.
from the whole time. We could just go off of just the sun. Hell, but yes, I said Florida. I did. But yeah, definitely Florida. But yeah, I'm glad they finally got rid of him. It's a horrible season so far. They came prepared, and yeah.
What's the buyout? Do we know what the buyout? It's not $49 million. I guarantee that. What was his buyout? That's what I want to know.
I don't know what the buyout would be, but it ain't the highest. Didn't give forget what 79. There was a
Yeah,
$74 million buyout, so he got room to play with.
I think his buyout was like a 2 piece in a biscuit, and on the way out, you know, what I'm saying, and some Florida orange juice. Congratulations, we appreciate you, but you gotta go.
Bring your orange juice for life.
You know, what I'm saying? Good job, dog. We appreciate it, but you got to
Where
go.
you live, they will ship it. Okay, but yeah, we go move on over to the NFL. Man, shoot, Monday Night Football. And I felt real good for that guy. The
Now,
Lions and the Bucks.
well, see, if we'd have picked this game, I'd have gone and probably picked the Lions because they were playing at home. I'm gonna tell
No,
you that right now.
you would have went with Matt Baker, just like my ass would have. See,
No,
it was this
no,
job.
no. We don't have to. I was gonna go to Detroit with this one, but we didn't have to pick the games because we were on a bye week, so it didn't really matter this conversation. But you know, the game wasn't good, but Detroit's defense played much better than they should have because they had no defensive backs, and then the defensive back they had, and then apparently broke Mike Evans' clavicle, so now he out for season. He just came back from a hamstring. Now he
I mean,
going.
first game back. Oh, I was so. I thought he hit his head and he was actually knocked out for like 8 seconds. But I think he was like about in throw up mode from that clavicle snap. And
And that clavicle's right there, so that thing has to hurt like heck.
And what
And
was even more crazy when he was being carted off, one of his damn teammates came over and tapped him on the shoulder with his fist, like, Jesus.
dog, don't let me catch you in the street.
We didn't know when he was leaving out that it was his clavicle, but in hindsight, looking at it, it's like, oh, I know he about died in that very moment, but I ain't
But
that for Mike Evans.
and I think it's the end of the career because I think this was going to be the last year anyway. And I hope he comes back because I don't want him to go out like this. I really don't. But because he has had a wonderful great, he's a top 5 wide receiver in NFL history based on stats. Now
I mean,
nobody talks about it.
he even snapped last night. He's tied now, I think, with first, so he can never get the season back. He's not going to play 11 more seasons. So it was just horrible altogether. It's like, hey, just let him go out there and throw a couple passes. Let him get to 1,000.
Exactly. Let's catch you with the
He
one
got like,
arm.
what, 8 something? He got 800 something yards already.
Well, I wish him luck or whatever he does, and then Tampa Bay will be back. They got a tough schedule, and congratulations, Detroit, if they can get healthy too. Because they got no defensive backs. I think they called my mama last night for the fourth quarter, but I'm not sure. I think I saw her out there, but she did what she had to do. So Detroit looks like they're back, and they got a bye week, so they can get healthier too. So we'll see what happens moving forward.
Michelle, and it was a great day for the NFC South. Bucks lose. Oh boy, they had to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I think it was like I said, this is another good loss. I'm not even worried about this loss. On every loss pisses him off. I just want y'all to know that. Just know every loss pisses their quarterback off to make him want to work that much harder, do that much more on the next team.
Now, this game here, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I didn't. I tried. I tried to watch it, but I'm like, Houston was killing me and dragging the whole time, and all of a sudden they started.
The fourth quarter. I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I watched the first part of it, then I left it. And then I was watching some other stuff, and for some reason I was about to go to bed, and I didn't know it was still on. Shit. It was damn near on the post game show as far as the dang the stuff on the TV set, but the game had 8 minutes left. So I watched it and that brutality. So I just don't know what to say about Houston. I just don't. That was my team. I was pulling for Stroud. He's going downward to like backup quarterback stage in 2 years.
Well, that's because he has nobody to block for him. I'd rather sit on the bench and have some be behind that offensive line. They're
What's
not
his
doing
contract?
anything. I don't know. I think his rookie year, this is year what, three? A year.
We should
This
have
is
been getting in that year.
he gonna make some money. They're gonna be paying him. He's gonna be paying 70 million next year in
But
Houston.
you can get that probably any other team that already has a system built around you. If they didn't take the first 4 years of your career and build around you, get you a line in 4 years, I don't think their injuries were line related to that extent. They've been a buzz since he got there. So in 4 years, by the time his contract is up, if they don't have any decent protection, they didn't try. And you can
well,
still get you some money somewhere else.
well,
Cleveland, them Bengals. Oh boy, he bound to get hurt again next year. Just Tua, he could hell go home,
hold,
please. Tua,
hold on.
just
First, you can't go to Cincinnati because number one, that's why Burrow's still always hurt because he got no line there.
that's true. That's true.
Defeat that the purpose. Now you may
Yeah,
go down there, you may go to Miami because Tua about to lose his last concussion pill because they about to bench him
they
for
about
no.
to retire him. You a liability at this point. If I was NFL, he's a liability.
So, but maybe you're right. But I mean, but right now, Houston is taking a step back, and we got to celebrate Seattle. We didn't think what we're seeing could be happening. They got a good defense, and then your boy playing quarterback. All of a sudden, that career has just been flipped around. Nobody's gonna remember the dude used to see ghosts in there in New York. All of a sudden, now he can play and throw anything. So.
He's looking pretty awesome. Stroud is worse than B Young now. You know what? 2 weeks ago, I'd have probably had problems with you, but today, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Well, well,
Right.
well, Carolina invested in the offensive line. Carolina invested in the offensive line because the boy B Young wasn't playing good the first 2 years, so they invested to put stuff
Did
around
what
him.
they had to do, and they're building, and we get it.
So,
Houston has done nothing.
well,
Absolutely nothing.
well, he came out the box saving their tail that first year. They didn't think they had to do something. They thought they had that kind of player who can do that. They need people around you. You're losing wide receivers every time they get on the field. They hurt. You got no offensive linemen around there. Who you gonna throw the ball to? But
Absolutely
I
nobody.
think Stroud didn't change. It's just the fact that they ain't got nothing around him to help him. So.
I won't take all my love away, but damn man, it's stressful trying to be a fan for them. But have to do it.
Listen, listen. There's only two players that has beaten Mike Mike Tomlin, I think 12, 13 times, and one of those players is Flacco. Flacco knows how to beat Pittsburgh. That's why the week before, Tomlin was talking about why would y'all trade your quarterback to such and such? Why would you do that? And it
Did you give
proves
me
it.
one more week?
Did you wait 1 week before that happens? Nope. And Flacco came in, and I'm not going to say, like I said, it was a great game, and the Steelers had a chance to shut it down defensive wise, and they didn't. I, your boy, Grandpa, as you called him, came back and threw the touchdown, and the Steelers took the lead, 31-30.
He
Y'all could.
fusses too much on that field. He can't quit being rude to these dudes. I watch him fuss out some dudes like I wouldn't. It's no way.
Listen, he should have. He should have cursed that offensive lineman out because that dude actually tackled him twice. And he threw touchdown and the offensive lineman tackled him. The dude, 92 years old. You better be gentle. You better put a pillow down on this dude. This is the dude going to save your season. So, but I'm not going to take it. Cincinnati won, and your boy right there would have like 17 catches. They did everything to make this dude shine on that. They called pass interference play. Anybody breathed on him, there was a penalty. All that kind of stuff. But Cincinnati won it. I can't be mad at it. I'm disappointed because we could have put the end to that division, but we didn't. Congratulations, Cincinnati and Flacco. Yep, did his thing.
I see Chanel say, what Chanel say? Going back to your boy Carolina, people why Carolina didn't invest in Stroud. There wasn't any tape on him that first year. I don't know.
True.
I still may would have took him. Think about it. What if y'all did have Stroud and you still built around him? I think y'all would be much further along than you are with who you have.
And listen,
No shade. I'm just saying. I think you would be further along if y'all
and
did have.
and he's a little more sturdy because I think Bryce is down with an ankle sprain, a high ankle sprain this week
Well,
after
because he's
getting.
down to 189 pounds. We're still trying to get that boy to 200.
So listen, you can't be 5'1", 200 pounds. Man, that just don't work for nobody, man. But listen, I'm not gonna talk about Carolina because I'm liking what they're doing and I'm liking the direction. And now they're in the first place in the division because they've lost 2 games and whatever. Keep pounding, as they say.
All I can say, Stroud might be ass when teams got film on him. He has looked awful. Well,
Offensive line, it's just not him. This is all a combination of things. So we're moving past that.
and Flacco, can I get a Ric Flair? Woo! There
Okay,
you go. Hey, don't you dare with all them coos. You get to say.
I didn't say anything. I didn't even open my mouth. I just sat in quietly and took my beating. I ain't saying nothing else.
There you go, Janetta. All right, let's see who up next. Who was the next?
You know who's next? The one you peed the bed on, and all of a sudden you started celebrating. You were there shaking and crying and
Wait a minute. I was not that upset.
you was cursing people out. They're up 19 up, and all of a sudden it become a different game, and like the dude that miss an extra point.
Y'all. What are you talking about?
Excuse me. Where's B at in this conversation? Because she probably gonna tell me you was hiding under the damn bed. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this was a game for your ass. You understand me? The Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. All of them. You understand me? I don't know. Maybe they had 3 points before that, but literally they scored every point in the fourth quarter and came back and beat New York. I do think this was a great test to Dart. I think this game probably taught him more than he ever thought. If you can see him drop to his knee and put his hand over his mouth, like he didn't know this is how a game could end. Maybe that never happened to him in college or Pee Wee, nothing. But it did this Sunday. Don't come down here playing them games. So I think it was a great loss for him. I think he learned a lot. But boy, I tell you what, Bo Nix, he should. Don't you dare talk trash about. Put some respect on that man.
I'm gonna say 2 things. Number one, there's no such thing as a great loss. The hell with that. The hell is an L.
It was a great loss for him.
And number 2, I'm feeling bad because that damn kicker never got on the parade. That dude is walking his ass from Denver to New York because he missed 2 extra points right now.
He had to change his clothes in the porta potty. They do all his shit out the locker room.
Dude, that come in his locker room, you better stay out of it. You better change your uniform in the stands because I know we'd beat the crap out of you coming in there. But I watched all of this game. I was watching it was 19-0. I was sitting there like, and then I've watched Denver come back. Then the Giants scored. Then Denver scored. Then the Giants scored. I'm like, okay. And then Dart got him down in the last minute of the game. Then Denver got the ball back. And when he missed that extra point, I was like, oh, this game is over. Denver's going to win this game by 1. I said, you can't believe that. But
you reminded me of the good old Manning days.
As you said, let the past be the past. That old dude now when your boy Knicks after the game was sleeping in his icy hot, chamber at the house, and then with his big day on his ankles.
Doing them damn commercials too. Go sit.
You see what I'm saying? So grandpa and that old uncle that sit beside him, you know what I'm saying? When they got them drink their old taking it together, that's what we doing right there. But literally, congratulations on that. And congratulations to Denver. And I'm going to make a comment. I know Paul didn't say y'all lost to the Bungles. Now, when his quarterback gave a touchdown to you, you lost to your old head coach. Don't even come at
me. I'm not even going to do that to that number 1 pick, Ward. I feel bad for him. Throwing back.
Listen, That linebacker was wide open. I did who sacked you. He was wide open. You fumbled up and took the ball from me. So I'm gonna
You
say
back there like that, hey.
thank you, but I'm not gonna talk about you, Paul. Yeah, we lost, and so.
Hilarious. Yes, it was definitely a nail biter. And what is it with y'all these NY team names? I mean, just
Well,
go,
what
man.
one's going the right direction, the other one is kind of sputtering right now. The Giants lost, but they're headed to the right direction. That energy for Scatterboo and Dart is crazy, and when they get neighbors back next year, it's going to be off the charts what they're going to be able to do. So,
Neighbors, when neighbors come back, that's just going to be unreal. Next year, that's what I'm like. They're playing for next year. The learning, the progressing these two young bucks. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be pretty awesome. And I don't know what they draft picks are, what any of that. It's going to be a good year for New York.
Yeah, and the Jets. That's all we're gonna say. And the Jets, we're gonna leave that. Move on from that. And then the Jets. And I'm not talking about this next game. I am not having any conversation about this next game.
We're not having a conversation. All I'm doing is respecting the number of it, and it was a decent game. People liked it. I was very upset. 44-22, kick rocks. But it was just all around just horrible for Washington Commanders. I mean, player after player after player. Your quarterback questionable again. My fantasy was horrible this week. Okay, I lost, and it's 2 players and injuries before the first half was up. So that's all I got to say.
I don't even have anything to say now. For the Cowboy fans who celebrate this game, y'all played great defense with a team that lost their quarterback and had no receivers. You didn't have
it means nothing. It means don't you even brag, Paul. I ain't even clicked the button, but you better not be bragging on your damn defense.
No,
MVP.
Oh no, Dak played a hell of a game. I ain't gonna argue that. I mean, but again, y'all played a team who had no wide receivers, and the quarterback even got hurt. You were throwing the people that played with Paul in high school. You know what I'm saying?
This thing they brought up from the injury reserve practice team earlier today. They was switching up their shit like we was fantasy right before the game.
Exactly. Trying to get somebody out there. So congratulations to the Cowboys. Y'all 3-3. The Commodores are 3-4. And again, your quarterback is questionable because they stretched his leg out. And I hope he stay healthy, and I hope nothing happens to him. So
look at these standings alive. Hey, look, I'm just taking a look. So for AFC, the Patriots at the top of the AFC.
Yes, because the Buffalo Bills taking them L's.
God, no, man, I ain't even paying those. It's always an excuse when them boys win. Shaking my hand. Ain't no excuse, just reasons.
It's always an excuse when they lose too. Apparently. You know what I'm saying?
We them boys.
We them boys. We still agree. We going to Super Bowl. We 1-15. We going to Super Bowl this year. Yeah, sit it down somewhere.
Right. Did you get a wild card? Thank you. Sit down. But Buffalo Bills, I cannot believe. Number 2, Jets is just having. I just don't even understand. When you below Miami, it's a problem. But Pittsburgh, y'all still on top of the AFC North. Cincinnati, I mean, Flacco about to take care of that. Clearly, y'all already got the split on you.
Yeah, well, no, they won at home, so you're right. They got the split, so we catch them in Pittsburgh in a couple of weeks. It's all right. We get them. We get them back.
All right, Cleveland, Baltimore, just a wrap for Baltimore this year. AFC South, the Colts and the Jaguars, they up there maintaining that the Texans ain't doing shit, and Lord forbid to remember the Titans. How about that?
No, who can remember the Titans? We don't even know they did.
I'm just saying, Philly looking funny in the light. We got the A guy. You know what, Paul? I'm not even gonna say no to that just yet. NFL wise, not as a fan.
I'm gonna say this: we all look at the Cowboys in the season. It doesn't matter what you do. As y'all say about my Steelers, it don't matter what you do in the season. It matters what happens in the playoffs. That's what happens when you win, and we know.
You always have the team. You just don't know what to do with them.
So when we sit there and y'all lose the playoffs, and we see them fans crying in the crowd, and another year, then you say we them boys. Right. Because we don't, okay. We ain't gonna say nothing else. So congratulations to the Cowboys, and let's move forward.
Yeah, and AFC West, on top of that.
Who's that? Who's on the top of the AFC West?
Denver Broncos. Thank you.
Oh, the
Denver
Denver.
Broncos.
Okay.
Chargers, Chiefs, and then of course the Raiders. Every division got to have that one at the bottom. So yes, we're 5-2. Chargers are 4-3. Yes, they did beat us, but hey, you got to come on up, baby.
Moving on up.
Moving
Oh,
on up. But now just had to take a look at that. I was actually just clicking it, but glad I did take a look. What we got next up on here? Let's see. We had some MLB last night. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I watched that game last night. Well, the ending of that game that was crazy.
I was so
I,
pissed because
and
I
did you
was
see
love to
the
see it.
stadiums right beside each other? Everybody in this stadium is watching the baseball game and I know the baseball was watching the football game. So stadiums right beside each other, but with the Mariners, they just could not do it. Last night, before last, they had plenty of chances. That's what I will say.
So now I have to watch a World Series. That's going to be the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. Oh, that's
Just
a lot of
blue.
that's a
Just
lot of
blue.
blue and white. That's too much blue and white for me. I
I
can't.
love it. I
I
love
can't
it.
watch all that, man. No, too much blue and white in there. But it was a great game. Like I said, I was pulling for Seattle because Seattle has never won the pennant. They have never been to a World Series, and Toronto has won a couple of them. And we know the Dodgers are the defending champion, so it should be a good series. We'll see. It's a now watch you get political because it's America versus Canada. All of a sudden, if you hear anything from the White House talking about this, I will never look at baseball again. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you say one thing about this, I'll never watch another baseball game. I'm saying it right there. But but on a quick conversation because it starts on Friday, I'm pulling for Toronto to win the World Series. I don't think they will, but I'm gonna go for the Blue Jays.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for the Dodgers. You know, I have a leg to stand, but I gotta go for somebody against you. So
Then you're gonna be the favorite.
thank
That's
you.
the
I
favorite.
like winning shit. Well, I'm going for the Dodgers then. Go Dodgers, damn it. So that was a great game 7. It truly was. It was those last 3 pitches, those last 3 outs. Because it went to 9 innings. I just knew they was gonna have a home run, something they was gonna pull out, but didn't
Listen,
happen.
I watched when Seattle was up 3-1 and they had 2 in the base and that they pitched that dude, he hit that home run. I was like, oh my God. I said, this is over right now. Y'all just lost the series right there. You still had 2 more innings at that point. So again, congratulations to the Blue Jays. So
Congrats. So we'll see how that works out. Next couple games, we'll follow it on along. I told you I pay attention when we get to the damn World Series. We good, yeah.
she paid attention when we get to the World Series. That's what you just said. Oh Jesus. I'm sorry. My fault.
I gave it a shot this year. I've been watching. I actually like it. I'm not bored anymore. But the NBA is back, as TT was saying earlier. Been on for like an hour now. Says it came on about 6:30 our time. So, what's the score? I know you've been watching it.
Right now, end of the quarter, second quarter, halftime is 57-51 Rockets, and then after that, we got the Lakers and the Warriors tonight. After that, what's the question?
Is this some old damn where the players don't play? Because I don't usually watch the NBA this early in the season at all. Okay, so I'm willing to watch this, but am I watching? Nappy Head play for the Rockets for his $90 million for 2 years, or
He's playing. He's playing. He's playing.
Am I watching? Well, I know LeBron is out. He got sciatica. He already tearing down he can't even be player of the year because he ain't playing enough games already. Playing load management, and then for the Warriors, is Steph playing?
Yeah, Steph is playing. So
they cut his brother. To reorganize. They're gonna bring him back, but they cut him.
So yeah.
Is Fat Boy playing? Fat Skinny Boy.
Skinny Fat Boy? Yes, yeah. Skinny Fat Boy. Yeah, the one who used to be a Maverick. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Luka be there. So it's gonna be. We'll see. The first game is good. We'll see if the second game would be good. I don't know how much of I'm gonna see it because we old, and it's coming on later. And it's on NBC. NBC. So
well, as soon as I see this at Nappy, you know what came to my head? Nappy Roots all my life.
I've been Paul.
It really don't matter
no more. I used to love you some Nappy Roots, boy. I love you.
This way, Nappy Head gonna be okay. Yeah,
Yes.
he's okay. He got his 90 million. All his life he's been poor. He still won't get a haircut. But anyway, they still got some wave stuff. They don't make that wave stuff.
Li-
Still, like my brother
Listen.
used to live by that shit. Put a wave cap on, brush all day.
Yes, but you got to put a brush or a comb to it. The dude refused. It don't work without putting a brush or a comb to it. If you don't let it happen,
He
it'll
on
happen.
the balls and the ball spot got little black spots. So I don't know. Let me stop. But he got more money than me. I'm sure.
Congratulations, Beast. He got money but can't find a wife, huh? All right, then let's move on from this. All right, but I ain't gonna talk about him because he'll start talking about me. You know he's
Yeah,
sensitive. You
and
know
he
he's sensitive.
couldn't.
You know he's sensitive. All of a sudden he'll
Right?
start talking about some podcast dude in Texas that he ain't never know. He start talking about my mama or something. You know what
Cuss
I'm
him out. I cuss him
saying?
out to his face. And
Oh,
then play cards with him.
by the way, I'm a shout out. If y'all ain't paying attention, Farrah got one of them new Our Take t-shirts. She got one of them. They ain't never had them on forward. She look at that. Ain't nobody else got one. Nobody. I ain't even got one of them. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yes, definitely. I ain't gonna pick on him but so much. But anything else special going on? I mean, I don't think it's any other games. I'm looking.
You know,
Yeah,
I think the best thing I'm looking at the halftime. In the halftime, we got Maria Taylor with Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. So they all talking right now. So you know that's some basketball for your tail right there.
well, that is. Now when the women start and college basketball, I know some college is about to start up. I don't know when. I seen Dawn doing some of them some scrimmages or so. What's going on?
Everybody's having little scrimmages and starting off the season within the next week or so. Everybody's coming in playing. They playing the small teams around their stations to get some things. I just see that your boy UConn got the number 2 and number 3 player in the country next year. Coming in, a young lady coming in, and she picked UConn over South Carolina, which is great. Congratulations to her. So everybody's loading up and doing their thing for next season, and I'm excited about this season too. But yeah, I think at the end of the week,
Has Juju changed her mind? She's still gonna sit out this year?
she's still sitting out. She's still sitting out. I don't think she's gonna play another college basketball game because after this year she should be a junior. I mean, well, you have to. You got to graduate unless your class is a certain
She
situation. I
has
think with them.
to, as far as her age or something like that. She got at least go to her junior year, but academically, I believe. I don't think it's so much a playing this year. But why is Carmelo dressed like an 80s drug dealer?
I know everybody else got a suit, and this dude got like one of them velvet sweatsuits.
They retired his jersey and he went crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you ain't got to tell me nothing no more. I already listen. I don't got everything but a championship ring. I don't
I'm
got
ready to
everything but
see
a
his
ring.
son. Let's see what little Melo got going on. I can't wait to see this debut for Syracuse. How about
Hey,
that?
ain't nobody watching Syracuse basketball no
Ain't
more.
nobody. We're gonna watch to see what he about to do, and just like we watching Arizona. I didn't watch him because of Love, but Love finally graduated after 12 years, and I think he did, but he ain't playing no more. So now we can watch, Bryce.
Listen, just don't have the same hate as you had for his older
No,
brother.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Bryce. You know
Okay.
what? He went to college and he paving his own path, so I can respect that. So I'm rooting for him. But we can see
Wow.
his brother can go ahead.
So if he go pro in the LeBron make the Lakers draft him, you hate him too?
No, if he plays, if he's trash and shouldn't be drafted, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. This is what
Okay.
it is. So shit.
So yeah, so the NBA starts tonight. College women and men's college basketball starts within the next week or so. So I'm excited about it. But one thing I'm gonna talk about on the side note, your head coach, you need to tell him to be quiet. Why he's still taking shots at Wilson? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Your head coach
I
Peyton,
don't like that man. He's just out there. I don't have nothing to do with him.
Mr. Sierra A did nothing to him in 10 years. Why are you still talking about him, man?
I don't
You
even
know,
think she came to the game. I didn't.
you
She
know,
wasn't even at the game. I had a friend that was looking for her and couldn't find her.
you know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson ain't did nothing to him. Leave him alone, and your boy's still talking. He's like, man, I wish the Giants would have still had Wilson in the game while we played him, so we'd have beat a bad word. I'm like, shut up, what you doing? What's the
Yeah, I
point?
don't know how Peyton is. I don't like him. So yeah, I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't have nothing good to say about your own household. Just shut up, and that's what I'm gonna do.
And why they got Michael Jordan sitting there with a suit on, looking like he crying out that eye, and he still ain't got a pair of Jordan on. He got a pair of Nikes on.
I'm not about to do it with y'all. I'm about to actually go watch this damn game. Everybody else watching, so let me get to it. But what shout outs that you got for the people?
Man, I'm shout out that we back. You know what I'm saying? We back. That's what I'm gonna shout out. And we healthy, knock on wood or whatever we got knock on, everything right there. And then we got listen, I'm excited for this weekend. I don't know who playing this weekend. I don't know what's happening, but just football. Because I got a bad taste about it. We get to talk about on Saturday, Green Bay versus Aaron Rodgers on Sunday night. We get to hype that up a little bit, like that matters and all.
Looking to see who plays this week. So Thursday, let's see, we're going into week 8. Oh my gosh.
Who plays Thursday night?
Thursday night football will be the Vikings and the Chargers.
And where are they playing?
They are playing at the Chargers. They are playing in Inglewood, California.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead with the Chargers as long because we got to make the pick now.
Ain't no as long as which one you doing, homie?
As long as they wear them damn banana yellow uniforms that they wore this weekend.
They usually don't wear this stuff twice.
Do not ever wear those ugly yellow uniforms again. That's all I got to say about that. So going with Chargers over the Vikings. What you say? What you say? You?
I'm going with the Chargers.
See?
I'm going with the Chargers. Decision made. That's it. Chargers. I don't think any college football. Let me look and see what we might have going on this week. I don't believe there's anything Thursday, Friday. Nope. Actually, there are no Thursday, Friday games. We're top 25. Everything starts Saturday, which we will get into and talk. Oh, it's going to be some really good games. Oh, Alabama about to beat the shit out of South Carolina. Oh, man.
Are you finished? Are you finished now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Any other shout outs you got? Because Oklahoma plays Ole Miss.
Shout out to Razzle Dazzle Apples and More. If you need some Halloween, which I'm pretty much booked up, we actually about to try to do 100 apples and a birthday party and the photo booth all do Saturday and Sunday. So y'all pray for me, pray for us. And I'm actually thinking about recording my little journey through my TikTok. So just to do it. So I'm actually going to pick up my boxes of apples after this show. So.
And did I see something about Razzle Dazzle? You can create your own apple or design your own.
You can create your own apple now. So you go to the QR code up there in the top. You can go to Razzle Dazzle, create your own apple, get your own base. If you want caramel, you want chocolate, you want white chocolate, whatever you desire with toppings. So you add it all yourself and build your own apple. Then of course we always got our specialty gourmet apples that we already have that are already delectable in there. Ready made for you. So
she's delectable. She's
delectable.
See, no, you don't need the one that can spell a word.
So I can go to the breezy bowl. If you love Instagram, there we go. Follow us on Instagram as well.
There you go.
But no, that's right. All I got. Just gonna take it easy. Let me get started on this good order. But outside of that, appreciate everybody joining us. That's what I always appreciate. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, if you on replay, especially those on replay, look up, see y'all. Appreciate you coming to join us. We just like to talk about sports, barbershop style. So we will be back on Saturday. We better be back on Saturday. So definitely we'll be here. So y'all make sure y'all join us.
And I want to shout out one of my friends, Elle Peterson. She a new person who watches the show. She always watches around the show, but I want to make sure she watches the show because this is my test. Because if I shout her out, if she don't say that I shout her out, that means I know she didn't watch it. There we go. I can't.
And tell your sister I'm coming for an inbox because I need what I need.
You need what you need, and as long as it's legal, we good. So we ain't dressed.
It's supposed to damn crab shit.
Oh, she ain't dressed like Carmela. She's not an 80s drug dealer. So
on that note, y'all be out. Y'all.
Hey.